Quick thing I just figured out while trying to bend the tray for my AEM intake is how to remove the Sound Symposer hose. This is the hose right here. This is the end that plugs into the Symposer. This end right here is a, little push tap, just like the one right on the crossover pipe. And it's right behind, you can't really see it, but it ends up being right behind the battery. And you can get the Symposer off this clip. There's another little clip back there, but it just pops right off. It's not like one of these where you have to unlock it. It's just a little C and it pops right off. And you can get your arm back in here, and you can actually release that thing. And then you got your Symposer line off, which is great from inside the engine bay. And the other thing you can do is this guy right here. A little bit of wiggling, comes right off. So I'm just going to cap off the end of this with some. This goes in the engine cabin. So I'm going to cap off the end of this with something, electrical tape, or maybe I'll use some of my silicone stuff. And I don't have that ugly hose, so I have to tuck away. Just kind of accidentally came across that. Yeah, no, it's gone. Nothing permanent. I'm gonna wrap this thing up so I can put it all back together if I had to. So no permanent changes, nothing broken. And yeah, cap it off, put it in. Looks a lot cleaner. So here's a little tidbit. So it ain't pretty, but it's sealed up real good. This stuff, you guys can find it, this silicone tape, or RTV tape, sorry, is just amazing because you can fold it all over itself, sticks in real good, and it creates an awesome seal that's thermally pretty resistant. So I mean, this thing's sealed up great, probably more of a seal than it ever had with a hose on there. So I'm gonna pop it back in, and no more ugly Sound Symposer hose. So we're gonna get back to this intake. Kind of after I put it all together, I'm gonna go ahead and, I didn't like the way that filter was resting on here, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably bend this heat shield out a little bit, probably from where the screw holes are in here. Try to bend it out so I can not have it resting on there. I don't like the idea of bending the pleats on the filter. It's just kind of hokey. If I can't get it to bend and sit right, I'm half tempted. I may just leave it. I may just leave it in here with it wide open, because this is kind of how the MAP intakes are, and some others. We get some hot air, we get a whole heck of a lot of air, so we'll see.